Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It could be you towards somebody here towards you. And also you can reverse the roles if you feel the need to do so. It can also be for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus placement. So if those positions are dominant in your chart, make sure to check those out as well. Remember to stay until the end of the reading because I've gotten a lot of requests from a lot of you that you guys want me to bring back the yes and no question answer thing. So start thinking about what question you want to ask, because at the end of the reading I will be answering a yes or no question. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's jump right into your dominant energy, and you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. You have here wordless. My goodness, didn't you guys get this one like 2 or 3 weeks ago? I remember this correctly. It says here wordless with the number 80. Yeah, I remember you guys got it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure if this is pertaining to a similar situation. Could be something completely different, but somebody here may not be speaking. They may not be talking. There could be a sense of silence right now. Okay, whether you or somebody around you, could be both of you, or within a group, organization, whatever this is. Maybe you're waiting to hear from someone or somewhere. But here it says wordless, and again, it's the same image, I believe. Again, if you want to watch that reading, I have the links down in the first comment that's pinned down below. Okay, so it says here wordless. There's a man there, and he's kind of fuming. There's like there's fumes coming out of his head, as if he's either in shock, right? He doesn't know what to say. He's speechless. He's wordless. He has this kind of expression on his face where he's a little bit surprised, shocked, like, oh, whoa, what just happened, right? It's like, whoa, I don't even know what to say to this. I don't know how to answer to this. And so wordless, again, number 80. How does that number resonate for you? Does it have a significant meaning? If you see the number 808 or 888 anywhere, or just simply the number 8, that usually is an indication of abundance, some kind of money related matters. It could be materialistic things, or just kind of like, money in general. Maybe you are about to get abundance. Maybe you're starting some kind of a business endeavor, or you will be getting some kind of an open door. It's like an opportunity here that, brings in a lot of money. Whatever it is for you, but it's having to do with money, abundance, that kind of thing. Now, here it says words are jumbled and words are left unsaid, unable to speak or unwilling to say the truth. So somebody here doesn't know how to communicate. It's kind of like, there was something here unexpected that happened, or a shocking news, a shocking surprise, something here that somebody said, okay, whether, again, this is you being wordless or somebody around you, could be both as well. But there's something here where things have been left unsaid, or right now things have not yet been expressed, right? Things here that maybe are on your mind or on this person's mind, they're not being expressed or not being spoken. Okay, why? Because part of it is this person doesn't know how to say it. They don't. It's like overthinking. It could be one of the reasons. Another reason could possibly be the fact that this person is confused, because it says here words are jumbled, right? When you're kind of like stuttering and you don't know what to say, and the words are jumbled, you don't even phrase them correctly. It just means that that person may not know how to put this communication together. Okay, there could be miscommunication, there could be misinterpretation of what is being said, because a person here may not know what to say. Or if this has already happened, it could be the case that right now somebody here is not speaking up, not saying anything, because perhaps the way that things came across were a little bit jumbled, right? Sometimes when you're trying to express your feelings and emotions, and you're not too good at that. I know that your particular sign is infamous for that. So if this is you, something here is happening or may have happened recently where somebody here either didn't know how to express what they felt, or they expressed it in such a way where it came across the wrong way. Okay, it either shocked the other party, the other person, or, you know, it was like a mutual kind of shock moment. I see here also unable to speak or unwilling to say the truth. So somebody here is either unable to speak right now, or they are unwilling to be vulnerable, right? Because saying the truth is part of opening up. It's part of being vulnerable. And in order for a person to feel comfortable doing that, they first have to feel like there's a safe space, right? So right now, somebody may not feel safe, or they might feel like there's uncertainty lurking, like the unknown, right? And so a lot of times when people are not certain about how they're going to come across, or they're not certain about certain information or certain things that they have in mind or that they want to express, you know, it's better for that person, at least that's what they feel, to just not say anything at all. Okay, so right now somebody here is either keeping the truth, okay, or unwilling to speak the truth. Too much in their head and is unable to express their emotions rationally. Yeah, so again, overthinking, too much in their head, right? It's like one day this person might wake up and say, okay, you know what? Yeah, I might be better off telling this person this, right? And then the next minute they're like, oh no, but no, what if this ends up happening? What if that ends up happening? What if they end up rejecting me? What if they don't hear me out, right? Etc. So then that person just kind of like backtracks. And so there's that tendency to go kind of back and forth in this situation. I'm seeing here that also this has to do with emotional expression. Again, your sign is infamous for not being comfortable showing vulnerability, showing emotion. But then again, it's kind of part of human nature, okay, to want to feel 100% safe before you can open up, okay, emotionally. So you may not be feeling like, you know what's going to happen. Like you want certainty before you can open up. But again, by this person not even trying to speak up, I mean, how is it that you're going to get any certainty, right? Because the certainty is still lurking. I feel like things are still kind of up in the air. So again, somebody here unable to speak up, express their feelings, express their emotions. Is this you? Is this somebody around you? Let me know in the comments below. Now, here it also says, there is so much for me to tell you, but I'm unable to express myself in a rational way. So I would rather keep quiet. So somebody here, feels all these feelings, all these emotions, but they don't know how to express those feelings and emotions in a rational way so that they don't sound crazy, or even they themselves, whether this is you or somebody around you, they are so emotional, okay, about whatever is happening that they themselves don't understand their own emotions. It's like, I'm trying to make sense of what is it that I'm feeling. Is this anger? Is this love? Is this forgiveness? Is this guilt? Is this pain? Is this happiness, joy? Is this missing, longing, right? What kind of emotion is this? And so somebody here may be finding it a little bit difficult to pinpoint what is what, okay? And so therefore they're like, you know what? I don't even know how to express this in a way where it like sounds rational, so I'd rather just keep everything to myself. Those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions, just not going to say anything, right? So wordless. Let me know in the comments below. Is this you? Is this somebody around you? Let's see. We're going to jump into your past, present, future position. Who and what is coming towards you? What is in your challenge position? How to overcome that challenge? And also what is in your opportunity? Now remember, let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates for you. It really helps so much to support me and my channel when you comment down below. Even with just a cute little emoji, you have no idea how much your comments down below really help support me and my channel. Of course, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Okay, now I'm trying to get to, hopefully, fingers crossed, 300,000 subscribers, you guys, by the end of this year. Do you think that we can do it? Help me do so. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, okay? And again, so that you can get notified, hit that notification bell. All right, let's see. Let's jump right into some of the signs that I see coming through the reading. You could possibly be dealing with the sign of Libra. I see also the sign of Capricorn. What else do we have here? Any other sign of the zodiac, doesn't necessarily have to be any of these. but let's get some clarifications going here for you. Alrighty then. So I see here at the bottom of this deck, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, there is some kind of defensiveness, okay, that's coming through. Whether this is you feeling a little bit defensive, feeling a little bit like you have to defend yourself, right? It's like you feel like you're right. Like, you know what? No, I'm right. I'm standing firm in my conviction. I know what's true. I know what isn't. And so this is a time where you're being tested. Okay, this is basically a time where you're being tested. Okay, there could be influences around you that might be pressuring you. There could be mental anguish, thoughts, okay, negativity that might be coming over you. And so right now is the time to not give in to that negative thinking, those negative energies, okay, whatever it is that you feel is pressuring you. It's a time for you to kind of draw the line, right? This is all about you standing up for what you believe in. It's all about you standing up for yourself, okay? Now, there could be a little bit of an element of stubbornness. So if you're overdoing it, if you're not even willing to be flexible or to hear out other people or to negotiate, find the middle ground, then there could be a tendency here where you might be going over the top. You might be just kind of going overboard into too much stubbornness, stubborn behavior, not willing to hear anything from anyone, that kind of thing. We're going to see what this is all about when we clarify. But underneath this one, you have here the Six of Cups. So there could be some kind of sense of nostalgia, missing somebody from the past, thinking about, the good old days when I used to be around that person. This could be any kind of soulmate union, kindred soul, kindred spirit. It could be a lover, a friend, a family member, okay? It could be an acquaintance. But somebody here who brings memories from, the past, okay? It could be that somebody here is feeling nostalgic over the other. Now, I'm also seeing here at the bottom of this other deck, emotional, right? So that's what I'm saying. Somebody here who may not be expressing themselves, there could be silence right now, okay? Either from you or from this person or both. There could be a tendency where this person may not be able to speak or speak up at this particular moment because they're actually over emotional. Okay, right now, there could be a tendency where this person, sometimes when you don't hear from a particular person that you want to hear from, right, whoever this wordless individual is, there could be a natural tendency to think to yourself, oh, well, that person doesn't care. They never cared, right? And I think I mentioned this last time in the last reading. And typically it's not like that because as you can see here, it's actually the fact that this person cares a little bit too much. It's not that they don't care. It's that they're actually over emotional about the situation. So somebody here could be feeling like they're going through a roller coaster ride of emotions, right? One moment they're happy, the next moment they're sad, the next moment they're anxious. See all of these different faces, right? Happy, sad, angry. And that guy, he's wearing all these different masks, okay? And so what this says here, emotional, going through an array of emotions and feeling very unstable at this moment. So somebody here who has not yet spoken or is wordless, it's because they're actually very unstable emotionally. This person is going through, an array of emotions like I described, right? They don't know whether it's anger, they don't know whether it's joy, whether it's missing, whether it's guilt, whether it's passion, right? There's all these emotions that are confusing this individual at this particular moment. Is this you? Is this somebody around you? But there's somebody here who's overly emotional, okay? Now, let's jump into your challenge position. So in your challenge position, you have here the Ten of Swords, the Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. So I see here the part of your challenge during this time, okay, as part of your messages coming through, have to do with the fact that you may find it difficult to accept an ending for what it is, okay? Some kind of a painful ending. It could be a feeling of betrayal, a feeling of, feeling backstabbed, feeling like, you didn't expect this to happen in this way. You didn't expect this ending to happen in this way. And so there could be a tendency here to, hold on, but yet still on the surface, it's like, okay, well, it is an ending, but it could be difficult for you to accept it as an ending. For others, it could just be the fact that you've already accepted the ending, but now it's a little bit difficult for you to heal. Okay, which is why somebody here is going through an array of emotions, kind of like an emotional roller coaster. Okay, and so this death card has to do with some kind of a painful ending. There could be some kind of energy where you feel like there's some kind of unfairness. Okay, there could be some kind of unfairness here. You could feel like, one person gave too much, the other didn't give enough, whether you towards them towards you, whatever side of the coin you feel you are on. But there's also here, you finding it difficult to also do things correctly, right? It's like, because the justice here, it's doing things that are fair, okay? And if you're finding it difficult to do something, okay, that is kind of like, by societal standards, fair, right? You may find it difficult to do something that comes across as fair. And so you may be feeling like a sense of, wait a minute, am I the one being unfair? Should I just leave this open-ended, right? Because it's like, there's an ending here, but there's also like, it's not ending in the way that it should end, right? Because the justice is here. It's like, it's ending in a rather imbalanced kind of way. Okay. Now I'm also seeing here that it could possibly be a little bit challenging for you to give of yourself. Okay. To this person, there could be challenges happening with regards to money. There could be challenges happening with regards to you either receiving the help that you need from that person, and or you giving the help that, perhaps you promised you were going to give them, or you've been helping somebody, right? Because the Six of Pentacles is all about helping. Okay. Whether financial help, whether it's emotional help, being there for somebody. But there could be a little bit of a challenge there where it's about either, you feel like you're not able to give as much as you want to give, and you might feel like, well, this would be unfair, and or somebody here is, not giving to you, and you feel like there's some kind of unfairness, right? You could feel breadcrumbed, or that person could feel like, well, this is not enough, okay? Or you might feel like, this is not enough. Is this going to be enough, okay? Now, here what this is saying is divine timing, 1111. If you see the number 1111 anywhere, also coming up, okay, could be the month of November, 4444 also. Either of these two numbers, 1111, 4444, the universe always delivers in divine timing. So just be patient and trust the process. So right now, this is just telling you, things are going to work out in your favor, but just trust the process. Okay. Trust the process, be patient. And when you see repetitive numbers, 1111, 4444, okay, then that is indication that things are flowing in the right direction. Okay. It's like your spirit team, your guides, your angels are helping you in this situation, whatever this is for you. This could be career related, love, family, friends, whatever area of your life. You take the reading however resonates, and you let me know in the comments below. Now we're going to be going into your recent past. So in your recent past, you have here the Ten of Cups, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. So in the recent past here, I do see that there was a very, very lovely connection. Okay, whether this type of connection happened or, was happening in a family dynamic, in a love romantic dynamic, or it could also be in a job, work, career dynamic. Okay, but there was like that beautiful type of bond where you guys both understood each other. There was an emotional tie, an emotional connection that you felt to this person, this place, this thing. However, something was a little bit toxic, okay? There was still something that was toxic that was tying you two together. On the surface, yes, everything was beautiful, perfect, the Ten of Cups. But then right in the middle, we have here the Devil, right? There was some kind of either tendency to self-sabotage, either there was a narcissist involved, or this could have been some kind of energy where an individual, kind of like, okay, because see on this side, it's like the perfect connection, right? It's these two. But then right here in the middle, it's again, those two people, but there's a devil in the middle. What that means is that there could have been a tendency for somebody here in the recent past to self-sabotage. Sometimes when a person is addicted to toxic situations, toxic environments because of something that happened in their past or because of past relationships, etc., when they finally get the harmonious, the peaceful, relationship, people tend to go back to what they feel comfortable in, okay? And subconsciously, people tend to gravitate towards those connections that are typically very toxic, whether they create toxic energy because they're so comfortable in it, okay, or whether this was mutual, okay, whether it happened mutually. But I feel that there was some kind of energy that was once very beautiful, harmonious, and it turned into something very toxic, okay? Now, let me know in the comments below, was this happening in your love life, career, family, friends, whatever that was for you? I feel like after this happened, you started to slow things down. It's like you started to put the brakes on the relationship, on the career, the connection, whatever it is that you were involved in. Maybe it was a project. You start to put the brakes on. You were like, okay, you know what? Let me take this one step at a time, because, I felt like it felt good at first, and then it started to feel a little bit, toxic. And so I feel like you started to take it more slowly, or somebody here around you, this person started to slow things down. Someone here in the recent past started to slow things down, whether mutually, both of you guys, or you towards them, them towards you. Now here it says priority. You are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. Actions match their words. So I feel here that in the recent past, somebody here was not making the other person a priority, or did not make them a priority. Whether you were not making a particular person a priority, because maybe you were, who knows, maybe you had other projects going on, you had plans, that kept you away from making that situation, person, place, thing a priority, okay? If this was a job, also could have been a career or a passion project. Maybe you put, your passion project on the side, or something here that you really wanted, but you put it on the side because, other things were keeping you busy. But somebody here felt ignored. They felt like, you know what? I'm not your priority, you're not my priority, or you felt this way about that person. And so, somebody here kept saying, yeah, you are my priority, you are my number one, etc. But that person was not acting like it. It's like their actions did not match their words. This person was saying one thing, but they were doing the other, or they said one thing and they ended up doing the other, right? Yes, you're my priority. Yes, you are important to me. Yes, etc., etc. But then that person ended up kind of throwing the wrench in, and right, their actions just did not match their words, whether them towards you, you towards them. Now, let me know in the comments below which area of your life that was pertaining to, and what was that all about? Now, in your present energies, currently speaking, you have here the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the World. So right now, this is all about your wish fulfillment, okay? This is all about you focused in on what you want, what makes you happy, who makes you happy. I feel here that right now there is a situation happening where that this person is your be and end all of your wish fulfillment, or this job, or this career, or this idea that you have in your mind, right? But I feel that there is an element there of this beautiful chapter of this person who brought out a lot of positivity, within you. And I feel like it was mutual. There could have been a relationship, a very strong relationship with a lot of passion, happiness, joyful moments. But I feel that there's a chapter here that is closing out. Okay, there's some kind of a chapter here that is already closing out, and this is a time, a moment for you to tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up, okay, once and for all. Because if you want this to either continue or not, it's up to you, it's your choice, right? This chapter in and of itself has already ended, right? It's a chapter here that you've already outlived. You've learned what you had to learn. You gave what you had to give. That person did the same. And now there's kind of like a dead end. Okay, there's a dead end. After this dead end, it's a chapter within a book. So you could either continue the chapter or you could just end it there and grab a new book. It's up to you. It's going to be up to you. But for sure, you're going to have to, in order for you to feel more at ease, more at peace, there's, it's suggesting here to tie up loose ends that need to be tied up, not leave anything open-ended, okay? Now here it does say illusion. Lies and illusions are holding somebody back from seeing the truth. They are unable to see the reality. Whether this is you or somebody around you, somebody here is stuck in their own way of thinking. They're not wanting, again, stubborn behavior, right? Somebody here might be being like, they're being really stubborn, okay? They're not willing to hear the other person out. They're not willing to be flexible. And right now I feel that you might be feeling frustrated. Somebody here is feeling very frustrated because things are not going according to plan. Okay, if this is you, things are not going according to how you thought they would turn out. And I feel here that there's a need for you to take off that blindfold of denial, because this is something here where you're kind of like, it's like you're pressuring yourself to continue to live up to that way of thinking that got you to this place, right? But there's something in the background that's saying, wait a minute, but what if you consider this other thing? And even though you may want to consider it, I feel that because you've already gone this far, it's like walking up the mountain, climbing up a mountain, right? And then it's like, you realize in the middle of the mountain that it's the wrong way. You have to actually go back the mountain and make a left. You're like, oh gosh, I mean, I already came this far. Why don't I just keep going, right? You don't even want to look back down to where you were supposed to go. So this is kind of like a tendency to just kind of be stubborn and say, you know what? Even though it's like you're lying to yourself, these are lies and illusions that are holding you back from seeing the honest truth. And you're unable to see the reality of things because, again, you're not being open to what the universe is sending you, okay? It's like you're going to have to switch up the plan, or the plan is not going according to the map that you were following, right? That kind of thing. So let me know in the comments below what this all pertain to, what this is all about. This can also be, of course, a person here towards you, but somebody here is still wearing that blindfold of denial. They're unwilling to, again, look at the bigger picture, okay? Let me know if this happening in your career, love life, finances, friends, whatever else. Now, in the near future, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. So in the near future, I do see here a lot of abundance. I see stability. I see money. I see growth, okay? I'm also seeing a potential union, a potential marriage for some of you, but I'm also sensing that one person here is a little bit like putting up their walls, okay? In the near future, I feel like the potential for this to happen, this union, this abundance, or an offer here that could possibly make you very abundant, or a connection here, I feel that, your walls are still going to be up. Like it's like because you've been through so much, or, you feel that you've been through a lot, you've put up your walls of defensiveness, okay? And so even though there is, the potential for this to succeed, there's going to have to be a switch there, where instead of you saying, oh, to hell with it, I'm just going to give up on it, the 9 of Wands represents not giving up, even though it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be an easy win, okay? But if you are unwilling to give up on whatever this is, money, abundance, a connection working out, marriage, right? Who knows, maybe a project that you're working on. If you are very confident in yourself, I feel like you have to work on your self-esteem. Something is saying here, because the 9 of Wands, he has literally gone through hell and high water, this guy. And in order for him to get to where he is right now, it's taken a lot, okay? And it's understandable that his self-esteem is wounded. So right now, this is a time for you to really work on your sense of confidence, self-esteem, because in the near future, you're going to have an opportunity to create abundance, to create a beautiful connection, okay? And you will be able to succeed, but you cannot give up, right? This is all about not giving up until you succeed. I feel here that in the near future, there's going to be that sense of fantasizing about the future together, your home, the kids that you could have, the vacations, you want it all. So I feel here that, in the near future, there could be some kind of new energy coming in for you, where you're going to start to fantasize, oh, but what if I don't give up? What if I could actually create that home of my dreams? What if I could actually create that environment where it's harmonious with this person or with my family, or create a family with kids, vacations. What if we can actually have it all? What if I can actually have it all, right? If this is all just about you and you. So I feel that there's going to be a switch in energy coming through that's going to help you. But then on the other side, you might feel a little bit like, oh no, I better keep my walls up. I better stop fantasizing because that's just unreal, right? So there's a tendency here to want to be way too realistic. And I feel like being way too realistic about life, about things, especially how I'm seeing things. So I do see here that in the near future, there could be a tendency to self-sabotage, because you're going to have on one side the energy of, what if this could possibly be, be made real? What if I could actually make this happen? But then on the other side, you're like, wait, but what if this ends up not working out, right? And so you put up your wall. So there could be a tendency there to want to self-sabotage. But if you don't self-sabotage, if you do believe in yourself, you're definitely headed towards success, okay? Now, let's go ahead and jump into your opportunity. So in your opportunity here, you have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So you're going to have an opportunity not only to make a lot of money, perhaps you want to start your own business, your own career, a new venture, but there's also going to be a sense of freedom, a sense of liberation. For some of you guys, you might be choosing to go at this alone, on your own. Maybe you want to do something by yourself, whether you want to be single, you want to stay single, you want to indulge in, beautiful things, vacations, etc. For others of you, you will have an opportunity to give more, to share more of what you already have with others, with your loved ones, with a particular person here, because you are very abundant here. With the Nine of Pentacles, I see here that you're going to be able to feel the abundance within you. And I mean, it's no fun being abundant and doing that on your own, right? It's more fun when you can share that with other people. So I feel here that a sense of abundance is going to be coming through for you, and you're either going to be wanting to spend more money or share it with other people, take yourself on, vacations, etc., etc. I'm seeing here that also there's going to be an opportunity for somebody to finally express themselves, okay? When the opportunity comes, don't overthink it. If that person comes towards you, or if you feel like, I'm ready to finally speak up, I'm ready to finally, express myself, okay, then do so. There will be an opportunity for you to either accept an apology or make an apology, or just simply express yourself and how you feel. Okay, I'm seeing here that there's going to be a potential for an individual to come into your life. I feel like this person is very loving. They're very compassionate. They're very caring. I feel like they're very nurturing in nature. There could be also a sense of this person being a little bit kind of like intuitive. They feel your energy. You feel their energy. I feel like there's a sense of compassion there coming through. An individual here who does have your best interest at heart. I feel like they have love in their heart as well, and they do have good intentions. Now, you also have your thoughts. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you. You are the one for me. So you're going to have an opportunity to either tell this to a person, express yourself to somebody, or somebody here will be expressing this to you. Okay, but somebody here is going to have an opportunity, to express themselves. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you. You are the one for me. Whether you are realizing that somebody is the one for you, or it could be mutual. Both of you guys are realizing this, but what needs to happen is definitely one person taking action towards the other. Okay, because this is all about a person here approaching the other in order for the lines of communication to start opening up. Now we're going to jump into your yes or no question. So as I shuffle the cards, ask your yes or no question. I'll give you a few seconds. Is this a yes or no? Is this a yes or a no? All right, and that is a no. Okay, so here you have the Page of Wands reversed. So the Page of Wands, okay, usually if you see it this way, it's a messenger, right? It's a message, it's a messenger. And so right now, there could be either a lack of communication, the message is not coming in, you may not feel ready to send the message. So right now, whatever question you asked, it's a no. Okay, now we're going to be going into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.